What's up, yo? Alan checking in on a random Monday, but wanted to talk about something that big, that happened in the automotive community today that, kind of struck a chord with me, I guess I would say, and that would be the Toyota Supra, the Mark V Supra that just got, officially leaked or announced at the Detroit Auto Show today. And, it's officially, publicly available in terms of what it looks like, the specs for at least the 6-cylinder models. In terms of the base 6-cylinder, the 6-cylinder, medium package, and then the launch edition or whatever. But I'll throw up some pictures of the screen of what it officially looks like in a couple different variants. I think personally I would probably go with I think it's like that matte gray finish. Really kind of, I think accentuates the body lines of the vehicle. Now, I know a lot of people, this is going to be a super controversial topic, and for those of you who don't know me, I do have in this garage sitting over here, a 91 MR2 Turbo. Maybe I'll put a link up for one of the videos up here so you guys can catch up for those that are new to the channel. And I also have a 2011 Evo Mitsubishi Lance Revolution GSR that's set up for road racing. Going to be doing grid life with it next year. So I do like the JDM cars. I've always had a passion for anything from the 90s. The Supra's always been my favorite. I grew up with it. I remember walking into dealerships, my last year of high school when they were in the last year or two of existence, and seeing them like just sitting on the showroom floor. So and then Fast and the Furious happens, and then obviously it's an icon at this point. But I know there's going to be a lot of hate and a lot of haters for this vehicle right now, but I have to say, honestly, I think it looks pretty good. I mean, I love a lot of things about it. I love the curb weight. I like the fact that it still has a straight six. I understand it's a BMW power plant, but let's be real. I mean, they call, a lot of the modern day newer inline six turbo engines from BMW like modern day 2JZs, like the N54 and all the other variants after that. So, I mean, I really don't view that as being a bad thing, and I haven't heard of anybody blowing one of those engines up, or, bottom ends for that matter, under 700 wheel horsepower, maybe at the minimum. So, I know tunability, ECU, things like that are going to come into play. I know people are going to give it shit because it doesn't have a manual transmission, and I totally get that. I'm a manual trans guy. You guys know that. The MR2 and the Evo are both manuals, but the day of that type of thing is kind of coming to an end. And to be honest with you, if you're going to get an automatic transmission with a torque converter versus a dual clutch, I mean, the ZF 8-speed is probably, the best transmission out there. It's on anything that's got power, torque, like the Hellcat vehicles, a lot of the Lexus applications like the RCF, the GSF, I believe it has, a lot of the Audi applications. I want to say the RS7 has the ZF box in it as well, obviously different variants of it, but either way, it's a proven automatic transmission in terms of stuff with the torque converter. So I don't think I'm that pissed about that. I also think that a lot of people think it just looks like an oversized BRZ. I disagree. I think when they started showing some of the different angles, once again, I'll try to put up some pictures or video, but when they started showing up some different angles, I think I saw it on the Matt Motoring, or the Subaru WRX fan channel, but he's been up there today, and he had some pretty good angles of it, and especially in that matte gray paint, it looked ridiculous, I thought. So once again, I'm sure I'm gonna get flamed, and once again, I'm a huge lover of the MK4, even the MK3 for that matter. I have an MR2 Turbo 91. I've owned 2 MR2s before that as a kid, way back in the 90s, so you can't say that I'm not a fan. I love the Celica All-Tracks and the GT4s. So I just almost want this car to work, and I think cosmetically I don't mind it. Do I love the automatic transmission? No. Do I love the fact that it's been co-engineered with BMW? No. But I mean, I think it is what it is. I think the BRZ, Toyota 86 or FRS kind of joint venture with Subaru proved that it can be a good thing. I don't think everybody was on board with that chassis in the beginning, or car in general. And now, as a guy that goes to the track on a regular basis with the Evo, I mean, you see them everywhere. I mean, they've become almost like a modern day Miata. So I don't see that you're not going to see it at the track. I see this as being a big hit. And I don't see it being a flop like the NSX. I mean, the sticker price for this car is basically between 50 and 60,000 US. I mean, the NSX is 180,000. That sold 100 and whatever 60 units last year. So, and completely flopped, obviously. Do I think the NSX, the new one's a terrible car? No. Do I think that, you know, Acura, Honda missed the spot? Absolutely, I do. But I reserve judgment on this car. I want to drive one. But most importantly, I'm considering buying one. So if everything goes right this year, you know, work goes okay, I would like to purchase one and track it and road course it, drag race it, everything. So let me guys know what you guys think in the comments of the car in general, you know, good and bad. Let's try to keep it somewhat positive. I understand there's going to be some fan mail from the MK4 guys and the 2JZ crowd. I get that, trust me. I'm one of those people. But let me know what you guys think about me purchasing one and featuring one on the channel. And literally going to the Toyota dealership in the next week or two and put my name on a wait list and putting money down. So once again, comment below if you guys haven't. Make sure you're subscribing and hit the old like button. And this is Alan, and we'll check back in. Like I said, we're gonna go get the old car washed here. The truck's dirty as hell after that snowstorm.